If you have an established book of business and you're looking to increase the amount of life quotes that you get from your book of business, this is something that a lot of PNC agencies struggle with. And I've helped build out a life and retirement department within one of the largest agencies in the country. And this is how we did it. Number one, when you're reaching out to your clients, you have to actually look at the profile, right? Look at your client's profile, see what they have on there, make sure that there isn't anything that is out of the ordinary, that they're taken care of, that they're up to date on their bills, that their policies are active, that you've checked through their notes, right? And one of the things I teach is making sure that you leave detailed notes on every client. That means that, like, if you're talking about hobbies and interests, that you're making note of those things. If you're having a conversation where you call them, they don't pick up, just say that you left a voicemail, right? If someone's talking about how their day went, or they can't talk right now because they have a doctor's appointment, these are all important pieces of information that help you create a larger profile for a client. Now, when you're going through that client profile, there's certain demographic questions that are going to make it easier for you to define who it is that you're going after and why. If I'm going after someone for a 401k rollover, then obviously I'm probably going to look at the areas. I'm in Florida. If I'm looking at someone that I think is going to have a higher chance of having a 401k that they can roll over, I'm going to be looking into the areas that have a higher earning zip code. So Naples, Florida would be a great place to start. So now that we have detailed notes, we're making sure that we're going through these processes of reading the profile, looking the area compared to what we're trying to sell them. They already know who we are, so the chances of them picking up the phone are likely because they're a client of ours. Now that we've had that profile overlook and we've decided, okay, this is a person that's going to fit what we're looking to accomplish, then we'll reach out to them. And we're not going to give them the option to say no. So if you've seen any of my other trainings, this goes hand in hand with the removal of opt-outs training, which teaches you how to remove the option for someone to get out of a conversation with you. This allows you to move a conversation forward. So when I'm talking to them, I'm going to look at the profile. They check that box. I'm looking at the area. They check that box. Let's say it's for life insurance, and they hit all the precursors for me to even dial to them. Then I call them. They pick up, and I say, hey, this is Victor, giving a call with blah, blah, blah insurance. You're a current client of us for your car insurance, for your home insurance, but we don't have life insurance with you and we haven't had this conversation yet. It's a requirement that we speak with every single client in our agency about life insurance. And even if you have it somewhere else, at least we have to review it with you to ensure that everything's up to date and that you're taken care of. And if we can help you, great. And if you have something great in place already, we're not going to try to sell you on something else. We're going to tell you you have the best thing possible, but we have to have this conversation, and we have to do it because I'm licensed to sell this product. And if God forbid something happens to you and we don't have this conversation and your family or loved ones come to me asking if you had this and we didn't have this conversation, I'm not doing my job. So it is a requirement that we speak to everyone about it. Like I said, if you have a policy, we will review your current policy with you, make sure your beneficiaries are up to date, make sure that your death benefit is still correct for your needs in life. And if you need to make adjustments, we can go through that and have conversations about it. And if we can get you something better, we'll present that option for you. But we have to have this conversation. So with that being said, next week, I have Tuesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday at 2 p.m. available. Which of those 2 days are better for us to have a conversation for about 10 to 15 minutes and review what you have? And you leave it at that. At no point in that pitch do I give them the option to say no. If you pay attention, the only thing I've done is I've given them two options: Tuesday or Thursday, morning or afternoon. Now, they might say, oh, Tuesday works, but mornings aren't good for me. Okay, then we can switch the time around, right? But the key to this is removing the options of saying no. I am guiding where this conversation's going, and I'm giving them options so they feel they're in charge, when in reality, I'm the one pushing them towards whichever option that I want, which is Doesn't matter what the day is as long as we have that next conversation. So I want you guys to use that if you have an established book of business. Try using it in your business today. Make sure that your team is using it on every phone call. If you have a dedicated life insurance rep on your team and your P&C agency, have them use this. If you need help in the process, let me know. I'd love to help you guys out in any way I can.